So, adios. Next company who has some challenges will go join that challenge and carry on. It's very hard to keep an intelligent person in a company, because the people out there are always after and looking for someone like that. And once you gain an experience in a company and faced all the challenges, you're a baked bean. Everyone wants some. Say, everyone wants. You're basically a piece of cake. Everyone will want a piece of you, KG. And obviously, since it's a human nature, if someone offers me a double salary, boom, I'll come in, I'll say, boss, I'm sick for 15 days, I'll see you after 15, and I'll join the other company. I will even manipulate the company rules if I have to, for that sort of money. So keeping an intelligent person is not that easy. I mean, even the motivation and the padding thing can't even work, because I've seen bosses and I've seen their employees so close together that they drink out of one single cup, but still now they're in different companies working for. Why? They were intelligent enough to join some other company. The other people recognized their talent, their intelligence. They gave them a chance. They gave them money to, okay, go ahead, do the project, and that's about it. So it's not possible to retain an intelligent person at all. Intelligent and hardworking. Intelligence is not the only thing, because you're not going to use your brain all the time. Hard work is also there.
Thank you very much. Next question would be that there is a widespread belief that job performance, productivity declines with increasing age. Older workers are less flexible and resistant to new technology, but still older employees are still recognized as the first priority. I mean, if you go for hiring a person, you would rather like an experienced person rather than a person who is more into gadgets and is a gadget geek sort of person. Why does experience come over?
Very easy. The example is right here, Mr. Bukhari. He has faced all the challenges in a technical field. He knows what sort of problem he will face while launching an infrastructure. What sort of operational standard operational procedures needs to be placed. Okay? So he's experienced. Me, on the other hand, if I'm a newbred, fresh out of the college, universities or whatever I've done, if I step into a company as a COO or a CTO, I won't know Jack. Yeah, thanks. I won't know that, because the real-time scenario is really different from the books. In the books, it's all hunky-dory. The customer came in, paid you the money, you made this much of profit, that's it, you're done. They won't tell you that how much bhatta you have to pay. They won't tell you the shortcuts. I mean, everything in the books is very dreamy, but not in the real life.
Right.
See? So these real life scenarios people deal with, and if they're a hard worker and they remember what they did when they got in trouble, that is what is known as experience. If someone calls me in the operation and says the customer is blah 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 and saying this is this, I'll just give them an advice, tell the customer to do that. Same applies here. If I don't know, I'll come to him. Boss, this happened. What should I do? He got more authorities. He came through more. He's seen more. So he'll give me another advice. I'll apply that advice to him. Alright? So that is all through the experience. That's why older people are preferred on top seats. Reason? Because they have seen it all. They have seen it all.
So that means that as compared to operational or strategic level, if you talk about the tactical level, the middle management, so that is more 50-50 in its outlook. Like you would give equal weightage to, let's say, a person who is pretty much aware of what's happening in the technological market, what are the new things that are coming into the market, and a person who is relatively older, but he still knows the working
You know, a manager will be, why the manager is middle market?
At the technical level.
At any level.
Okay.
Why a manager is middle guy? Because he got someone to look up to, and he's giving out, supervise some other in the bottom. So the guy is in mid ages. Usually managers are mid-aged people.
Right.
So yeah, once they reach a certain level, experience a certain age, they become the VPs and the presidents and the chairmen and the CEOs. See? So it's pretty easy.
The next question, do you think that aged workers are less absent and the turnover rate is also low? Why?
What workers?
Aged.
Aged workers are more?
No, actually it's like, do you think that aged workers are less absent? That's because maybe you can say that they won't find other opportunities anywhere else because of being closer to being retired.
60?
Probably those who are more towards retirement age.
Retired age, because retired
Those who are nearing their retirement, you can say. Those who are nearing their retirement, why are they less prone to absenteeism? What would the answer be?
I mean, again, this will also depend on organization to organization. If an organization demands their presence, there is no way that they can be absent. And if the organization say, okay, just sit there and attend the phone, and we don't want you over here, we just want your experience, just let us know when we need you. That's it, we'll call you. Absence is there. It also depends on the organization how they handle their senior citizens.
There you go.
Right.
How successful you are in handling the politics factor within the organizations, if you are on the top of the management?
Particularly in your organization.
We run a political free environment actually.
That's too good to be true actually.
No, it's not. It is true that we do run no politics, no backbiting sort of thing, because
if you find something going on like this, what would be your tactics?
we simply roll the head.
See, we have to look at certain parameters. Why politics or why all these nonsense happen? The reason? Let's go back to the US. Let me go back to the US. Each individual is a worker, including the bloody CEO. Here, the problem is, astaghfirullah, chair reigns supreme.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nobody understands that the chair only belongs to the Lord Mighty Allah and nobody else. Khalas, whether it be Jesus, whoever, everybody has said that the supremacy, even Hinduism, Buddhism, all religions have said supremacy belongs to the one and only, the one and only power. So we unfortunately try to bring that power within the human self, which is very wrong. Over here, you can ask Mr. Farad as well, we run a equal environment, meaning the chair remains, but whoever has the chair is a co-worker. Khalas, this is it. The respect is there, and then there is no politics. The key is communication. You communicate with each individual, not by closed doors. Anybody can walk into this office, alhamdulillah, is not a problem. They can
It's more of an open environment.
More of an open environment. Open environment, and we don't pull rank. We only pull rank when there is a genuine situation or a genuine problem. There are two ways to handle it. You can either pull the strings, or you can go talk to the person and say, what's up? And mano. You want to say, F you said on your face. Everything is kosher.
So it's more about democratic environment in your organization rather than a dictatorial.
Exactly. It is again all flows from the hierarchy. You talk to your employees, you listen to them, you sit with them, you mingle with them, there will be no politics.
That's the best management and easiest thing to do while managing others.
There you go.
Listen to your employees. If you don't listen,
The feedback.
that's one of the reasons, that variable question you had, not listening to your employees. You are not always right as a manager.
No.
You as a manager or as a head of any department or any level of company, you just make people follow procedures. People working under you, you make sure that they follow procedures, they come in on time, they do their work, they make reports, they hand it to you, so you read them and do whatever analysis you need to do, and report it to your higher, hierarchy personnel or whatever.
And the other thing is that I'm sure you must have heard, 2 brains are better than 1 and 3 brains are better than 2. So what we do is we always huddle with the group.
The synergistic effect, as you would say.
Yes. No, I mean it's very.
2 plus 2 is more than 4.
There you go.
Yeah.
So basically, whatever decision or whatever implementation we have to take, it is discussed as a whole. Each input is taken, a synopsis is drawn, and that is implemented. So everything is kosher.
So taking cue from your last line, I would like to ask you another question. Like, don't you feel that if there is too much involvement or participatory decision making in the organization, couldn't it be that would lead to sometimes it may lead to what you would say a dysfunctional conflict, like sort of an individual's interest could go overboard rather than the collective interest of the organization. Like they would start feeling more important than they have to actually, because they feel that, well, we can do anything. It's a participatory.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. This is a very, very our thought, very Asian thought. The person who is responsible, who's heading or who is managing the department, if he takes the collective approach, then it's his choice to whether overrule, right, wrong, whatever it is. At least he has collected all, and then his decision reigns supreme. He's not saying, Amir not saying that, oh,